That's right. Full blast and top down on a Wednesday. Once again, Halenville. We're coming at you a couple minutes after 9, Rocktober, the 26th, 2022. Fruitcake Tony along Charles Green, Brendan B. Squared, and Paulie Walnuts and Keith Campbell in the house tonight.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, dudes?
We picked him up on the road on the way to Halenville. All
Welcome,
roads lead
man.
here, so we picked him up on the way.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you guys, man. How's it going? Paulie.
What's up?
Brother, good to see you, man. You doing good?
Same here. I'm
It's
doing
nice
good.
to
How are
see
you?
man? Good, man.
Likewise.
Keith.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
What's going on, boys? Great to see you all.
How you doing,
Yeah,
Keith?
Thanks for having me on again.
With the
It's
Frankie on
always a
Frankie playing
pleasure.
Frankie.
Yeah,
dude.
playing Frankenstein with a leg of
I
wizard.
love that shirt, brother. That's a great
Thanks, man.
shirt.
Yeah, I got this about 10 years ago.
That's awesome.
Some site, you know. My wife
Cool.
was like, "Oh, you got to get this." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Right on. So it is we're approaching Halloween week here.
Yeah.
Which always means a couple of things, but it certainly means that EVH Con is on the horizon.
Yes,
And
it is.
Yes, it is.
yeah. So Brendan, who
Yeah.
lives nearby, is going, and Paulie and Keith are going.
Road trip.
Paulie is on the East Coast. Keith,
Big time.
however, is making a cross-country journey.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm flying in actually, so I'm not going to do the full drive routine, but
Nah,
I
it's a
think I'm
long drive,
the
man.
furthest participant this year.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think
you
anybody
are.
else is coming in from California.
I would imagine you are.
Yeah.
Man.
2,800 miles.
It's worth every mile, Keith.
2,850 miles. Yeah.
Worth every
You
mile,
may be
bro.
you may be the farthest one this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to spend some time with the family back east as well.
That'll be
Right
good.
on, dude.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Get to see some of the colors change, you know, watch the leaves fall. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Get some pizza in Connecticut.
There
Man.
you go. So, dudes, before we get real deep here on EVH Con, we're going to do trivia later. About an hour in, got a good a good question lined up for you.
Good question.
These questions are going to be a little harder along the way.
A lot harder.
Oof.
A lot harder. Who said that?
You're not-
Keith.
I said it.
Okay.
I should know. It's a tough one. It is a really tough one.
So we are now going to call this each week Nearly Impossible Van Halen Trivia.
Nearly.
Really?
Nearly.
Yeah.
Only the pure geeks get this one.
But
Yeah.
what we're going to do is we're going to give away this week. And if you guys
Ooh.
win, we're going to give a David
Nice.
Lee Roth pass
Nice.
in honor of Halloween, too.
Aha.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Aha.
I've seen
No.
that guy before.
The stakes are high.
Ah,
Give me a
But we're
bottle of
going to
anything.
give
give me a
away.
bottle of anything.
Man, oh man, oh
Like
man.
glazed
You aced
donut.
the trivia question tonight, and you're going to get
Yeah.
that.
Get one of those.
One of them there.
Yeah. So thanks for being here, Keith and Paulie. Good to see you guys, man.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited that you guys are going, and we want
Get to
you
hang out with them,
share
too.
in the.
Oh, it's going to
Yeah.
be fun.
All you guys get to meet.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
gonna be a good time.
Before
Yeah.
we go any further, it's my favorite time of the whole night. I get to click on the comments and see who's here with us, man. I dig this. It's my favorite. Bam.
here?
Oh,
Who is
look.
here
All right.
tonight?
Right on. And there's Sandra
Nice.
leading the way.
Hey,
We
sweetheart.
have Christopher Live Sour is there. I see
Christopher.
Andy Carson. Ed is
Andy.
here. Right on, Ed.
Right on, Ed.
Ed.
Jeff K
Jeff.
in the house.
brother.
Ryan Hall right
Right.
there.
Right on,
Mikey Mojo. What's up, dude?
Mikey.
All right, let's
Mike.
go.
See-
Lenny
we'll see
Lou,
him
right
there.
on.
And we'll see
Lenny.
her there.
Hey, Lenny and Mary, love you.
So Lenny Lou, are you planning on going to EVH Con this year? Let's see who Holly Lewis is
sweetheart.
here.
Hey, Holly.
Right
see
there
Holly.
she is. Yeah. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Holly, look over Charles' shoulder. Look what's up on the wall.
Bam.
Right up there.
Look at, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tinkerman's up.
Like that, maybe.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
Check it
Tinkerman.
I see some other posters back there too, Charles.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
the style.
yeah.
Little 82 action.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on, dude.
Dude, it's coming
About
along
time I got
nicely.
something on these walls.
Coming along nicely.
Looks like Lenny Lou said she is going.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Okay.
Good.
What?
Be good
now-
to see you again, Lenny. Bring that purple guitar.
Yeah, so if any of you cats who are going, if
Or
if
red,
you're
whatever color
going
it
AVH Con and you want to hop on at any point tonight in the show and talk,
Yeah.
you can certainly do that. So your call. We'll provide you a link if you want to hop in.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is here. Christopher Live Sal. Have I said him?
You
yet?
could say him twice.
Oh,
I
say it
said
twice.
twice,
I have
He's
to make
tall.
an announcement. I have
Yes.
to make an announcement. His name is not Sawa. It's
Oh, he's
Zuba.
changed it to Sawa.
No, his actual name is
Oh,
Zuba.
pronounced Suba? Is it
Zuba.
spelled the same way?
Yes.
What are you, a Viking?
He taught me that last night.
Oh, nice.
How do you say it again?
Suva?
Suva.
Okay.
Suva.
Suba.
Suva.
Is that
Mhm.
Polish?
I
What
think
nationality
it's,
is that, Mr.
Czech or-
Charles?
I like it better than Sawa. I like Suva better. All right.
Suva.
So it
Suva.
is. So it'll be written, bro.
Okay.
I'm just going to call him Shooby-Dooby-Doo.
Suba.
Should
I
be
can
should
deal
do
with
it.
that. All right. I see Jay Turner's here. Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's
Okay.
going on, man?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Sova?
Suva.
Yeah, like
Like
sofa.
like Nova? Like my first car, Nova?
Billy Baloney in the house. What's up, dude? Welcome.
Billy
man.
Billy, what's going on?
Billy.
Hold on, man.
Billy.
Dan in New Jersey's here.
Dan, what's
Right on,
going on,
Dan.
Hold
What's
on.
going on,
Robert
Dan?
Ranford is here too.
Hey,
In the-
Right.
come on, man.
Trying
Going
to
on,
scroll
Robert?
all the
Showing
way
up.
to the top. These early
Mr.
birds.
Ranford. Good
Yeah,
to see you,
if
bro.
you're just getting here, say hello. Hey, Donald.
Yeah. Hey, I see
Donald.
Lewis up there too.
Yeah,
So
Lewis
it's-
is here.
Company.
Welcome,
Hey,
Donald.
Go guitars, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Lewis, I
So-
heard, is going to
There he
be
is,
having
Lewis.
a little booth set up there at
Oh,
EVH
nice.
Con as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's
A couple of
Sova.
guys
for
are going to
one.
be setting up booths.
Lewis,
want us-
are you going also, sir?
He's doing a BOGO.
Bogo.
Buy one, get one.
Lewis is going to be there?
Nice.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
So you guys who are going, you're welcome to hop in here this evening. We'll provide a link if you want to. Just let us
Joe.
know.
Hey, Joe. Joe Wentz popped
Let
in. What's
Sandra
up, Joe?
know.
Oh, that's
There you go.
nice. I like that,
She'll
Charles.
let me know.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
What's
Cool.
going on, Joe? It's good to see you, bro. Right on, man.
Cool, man.
Good to see you, dude.
All the cool kids are here today.
Hey, Joe.
It's going to be fun.
So we should ask Sawa. Or should we stop calling you Sawa and call you Sova? Do you care?
Sova. Sounds like
Sova.
a Russian UFC fighter.
Sova.
Sova.
Bring Sova.
Sova.
I come to give you your Sova. Bring Sova.
Like when
I
Fred
Sova.
Angle.
like you.
All right. Okay.
If not, we'll just calling you Sawa. So forget it.
Works for me.
I have no idea how to pronounce his last name at this point, guys.
It's just like Nova, but with an S. It's Sova.
Okay, cool.
Sova.
All right. So
So he wants it right. Okay. All right. Fine.
Yeah.
You got it, brother.
Fine, Sova. Anyway, sorry, T. Go ahead.
No. So Keith, I want to ask you first. Now,
Right there.
you lived on the East Coast, dude. So
Born and raised, yeah.
you When did you make up your mind about going to EVH Con this year?
The minute it was announced,
Okay.
because I felt so bad about missing last year. I knew I should have gone last year. So I was like, by hook or by crook, I'm going this year.
Right.
Sure.
So,
Excellent.
Cool.
Excellent.
Gotcha. Okay.
You will have a fun time, I guarantee it.
oh, yeah. And, like I said, it's going to stop off staying at my sister's house. She lives in Westchester County, which is right across the Connecticut-New York border.
Yep.
And,
I know it
you
well.
know, meet some family there. Yeah, I used to
up,
actually
Shreddy?
work in Westchester. So,
There's
I know
Joe.
that
What's
whole
up?
area like the back
He'll
of my
be
hand.
there.
What's up, Shreddy? You'll be there. He'll
Yeah.
be
Going
there.
on, Joe.
Eddie will be there.
Right on, bro.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing the whole time. He'll blow you away with his guitar skills, I promise you.
Oh yeah. Great player.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
any of you guys going to EVH Con that want to hop in tonight, you can certainly do so. So, Paulie, when did you decide you were going, dude?
Pretty much the same time that Keith did.
Immediately.
I was just waiting for the announcement. Yeah, I spoke to Rob Johnson, and then he gave me a date, and then the date was announced a couple days later. And then me and Keith have been speaking about it for a while now. And then he just put it out there. He goes, "I'll just come and pick you up," because I was having a hard time figuring out how I'm going to get there from the island. If I was going to take a bus or take the train.
Yeah.
A boat. Take a boat.
There's no boat.
He's got to take a boat. He's got a ferry over.
You
Yeah.
gotta get a
that's
bigger
about-
boat.
They have a high-speed service off the island, but it's closed for the season, so that's not even an option. So Keith was like, "Oh, I'll pick you up." I'm like, "All right, I'll pay for gas and pizza."
Well, at least it's not like the little boat that had the little motor that Tom Hanks took out in Splash.
The little boat.
Yeah.
The little boat.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's awesome. So you guys are gonna ride together.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll see how many vintage vinyl stores we can hit on the way there.
Sweet.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Right
awesome.
on.
That is awesome.
Or guitar stores
I
or
may have
whatever.
to leave my sister's house earlier then.
Yeah, well, I mean, I gotta see what's on the way.
Yeah. I'll
Hoss in the
leave
house.
leave my sister's house at 3 and pick you up at 6. That way we can stop at every store on the way. Get there by 12 when it starts.
Get the coffee
Um,
ready.
Oh yeah.
So, Keith, you mentioned to me earlier in the week that you might go by the Les Paul Museum.
Yeah. He lived in Mawa, which is right across the river, just along the Rockland County border. Borders Suffolk, New York, which is in Rockland County. Then Mawa's right across the Jersey border. And he lived there, I think, for 40, maybe 50 years.
Whoa.
That's where he and Mary Ford lived, before they even divorced. And that's his, the mad scientist laboratory where he invented all of his stuff. His multi-track recording systems, his pickups, his black box for his guitar, all that. So I'm hoping I can spend some time over there on Saturday.
Right on.
That'd be so awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, go there and check it out with Susan Pasculi. Because
Awesome.
she actually lived right up the street from him, and we got to meet him a few times, from what I understand. And
I've heard her. Actually, heard her. Yeah, Susan. I've heard her talk about Les
Hey,
Paul
Simon.
and Mary before in the chat. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Billy Gibbons was actually there last weekend.
Oh man,
Reverend
that
Billy.
was pretty cool.
I'd love to meet.
Yeah.
I would love to meet him.
Oh yeah, he'd be so bad to meet. And nationwide.
Hey,
Yep.
Thomas Santiago. Welcome, dude.
What's going on, Thomas? Right on, bro.
Thomas.
Hey, Simon Hosford.
Yeah, Haas is in
What's
the
going on,
house.
Haas?
Yo, Haas.
What's up, Haas?
Yo, Haas.
scrolling to see.
Du Haas.
Very cool.
Soba.
Do.
Sova.
Sova.
Soba. Soba.
All right, Soba.
I can't call him Sova. I'm still calling you Sawa. I don't care. What you do? Come down, beat me up? Oh, you are taller than me, so you might.
With a name like Saba.
Yeah.
If I got on your shoulders, you'd still be taller than both of us.
I don't know. I'm about 5'11" and a half. On a
Man,
good
he's
day.
about 6'17".
Yeah, so that's true. You probably Yep.
So,
So
What
He got
are-
himself a nice little collection this week of picks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's been a busy little camper this past couple of weeks.
Yep. Yes, he has.
Mm-hmm.
Sova King Awesome. I see what you did there, Holly.
so are you guys? Did you think about carrying any gear or anything
Not me.
along?
I'm not bringing any. Paulie, he could bring some. I'll throw it in the back for him. No problem.
I'm bringing this.
Nice.
Sweet.
I'm
Mhm.
bringing that. You guys can plug in and play it if you want.
Oh yeah.
Have you
Bring it.
got
Yeah,
a couple? Have you got those Wolfgangs nearby you, Paulie?
I do.
I'd love to look at one, man.
Yeah.
Them things
We ought
are
to do
beautiful.
a group chat vote. See which one Paulie should bring. There's an
Show us
idea.
one,
Yeah.
man. He's got some badass striped Wolfgangs, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Straight up.
Puts Black Betty to shame.
They bring out some nice stuff too when you're there, because the store is
Oh, yeah.
closed. So they bring out the good stuff, hang it up so you
Yeah.
go around and look at it. It's awesome. Play it, pick it.
Shreddy,
take it down
Shreddy
and
says
play
he's
it.
going to bring his shark and his little guitar.
Oh, cool.
Right on,
Nice.
dude.
Very
Awesome.
cool. Very cool, man.
Yeah, last year there were like a dozen 5150s alone.
Oh, it was a shitload.
So,
crazy, man.
so
An entire wall of them on the bottom there. I remember
Yep.
that.
you guys who are actually going, if you could type in the chat that you're going, I want to see who all's going. Who's here?
Yeah.
Besides
I've been
us.
EVH Con.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. And now that the pandemic is over, people are going to be coming in droves now.
Show us something good, brother.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right on.
Oh,
Look
dude,
at
look at
that.
this. Okay,
Look
go
at
slow,
that.
brother. Go slow.
Look
Take your
at that.
time.
No. Don't take it off. Don't take it off.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, that's it. A little more to the right.
Someday, Holly, get you there.
Yeah.
So
That
this is the
beautiful
sassafras.
Cool.
That's got a roasted maple neck, correct?
Is that
It's
Yeah.
like a matte
Great.
finish? It's hard to see with the light.
Look at the wood
Yeah.
grain. That's cool.
Oh,
dude.
okay. There you go. Now I see
Yeah,
it.
right
Nice.
on.
Oh, awesome.
Look at the
dude.
binding, man.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, that's
let's
exceptional.
look. Can we see the back of the neck? Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh.
You know I was going there.
Oh yeah.
That's that line that runs up the back of her stockings.
Oh,
That's
you
It
bet
is,
you,
there,
man.
bro.
Roasted maple.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Look
that's
at that
so
grain, man.
cool.
Oh, that's
Sweet
beautiful.
jiggity.
But I don't think I'm gonna
Golden-
take this one. That's a limited edition.
Yeah,
They
don't
only
take
made
that.
about. They only made like 200 of those.
Yeah, definitely don't take that one.
Mm.
I might. This is probably the one I'm gonna bring.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really,
Got the
really,
kill switch
really
too. Nice.
beautiful, man.
Great
Gorgeous.
googly moogly.
That's got every bell and whistle.
Yeah, no
Look at
shit.
him. Look
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. FU tone block.
No, it's a Floyd block.
Oh, okay.
You take that thing, you're going to have to bring the pizza, too.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
The
That
nut.
neck
Are
is
those
sweet and-
are those
oh,
titanium?
God.
No, they're stainless steel.
Okay?
Wow.
They look really nice.
You got a 37-inch or 37 millimeter block on that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And switched out, put a real Floyd on it.
Cool. I like it. Good
Yeah.
tuna.
That
So
is so beautiful.
That is cool.
I don't think this will get lost.
Cool.
No, it won't get lost.
Yeah.
Nope. That'll stand out.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will.
Yeah.
Beautiful, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Show
This
us
is
something
the-
else, dude.
relax. Calm down.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We get excited around here.
Yeah.
Back it down a notch, boys. Don't blow your load really.
Oh, look
Ooh,
at this.
yeah. There
Dude.
you
That's a
go.
nice one.
78.
Dude.
That one maybe you should bring because they don't have a lot of those. There's a ton
That's
of
what I was thinking.
a ton of red, white, and blue or black, but there's
I love
I
that
haven't
one,
seen
too.
any black and white ones. So that might be the one to bring, and that's awesome.
Mm.
Or
Kill
both.
switch,
Bring them both.
too.
Yeah, I got to go on the ferry, and I got to watch how much weight I
Okay.
carry. So
All right,
with my chest, you know.
gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I love the neck. I love where the neck connects. That little cut. That little
Recess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word, Charles. Thank you.
You got it, brother.
I could not think of the
I know
word.
Charles wanted to see the neck. This got some
Oh,
nice
man.
flame to it.
That's
That's
very nice.
beautiful, man.
That's nice and dark.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, it's
that's
nice.
almost that's dark
that's
as
a
mine,
roasted
yeah.
neck, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
Almost like
baked,
chocolate.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Hey, Jerry.
I like the figuring and the way it bounces. The light bounces off of it on the back there. That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's cool.
Mine does
Yeah.
something similar to that.
Jeez, man, we're such fanboys. It's so awesome, though.
Dorks.
Yeah, I think
That's
that one should go with you.
Sharp,
If I had to pick, I think that one should go with you.
Yeah, right.
But-
That'll
Wait.
definitely be unique.
That'll make a statement. Believe me, you won't be able to
All
keep
right.
people away from it.
You
Yeah,
got another
that'll
one,
be-
right, Paul?
I got 2 more.
2 more. Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
But
Hey, the axe.
I'm not.
Right on.
Oh, this is really sharp, dude. Let me get in here close. Oh, look at this.
That's definitely a thing of beauty.
I'm sitting here speechless, just looking at this. This is really, really beautiful work. My
You know,
goodness,
look at
bro.
that. Only thing that's missing are the wear box and reflectors on that bad boy. It is
Yeah, I
gorgeous.
don't think
Yeah.
the reflectors will
Do
fit.
not relic that. Oh,
That's a
God,
beautiful paint job.
no. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Did you
The
buy that
axe,
like
what's
that,
up,
or
dude?
was that painted for you?
No. This was the first one I got off my friend in Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a guy, but the
Yeah.
5150 he did, and then I got this one. This is the last one.
Ooh.
That's beautiful too.
Oh, this is beautiful,
I
dude.
know. Look at the grain on that baby.
Gorgeous.
Okay, what is that? What are we talking here? Now, that's a cap on there, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah. That's the Koa, the exotic series.
Wow, dude.
Gorgeous.
Talk about brown sound.
Dope.
Oh,
Man, that is so beautiful. Look at that neck.
you know, you got all these guitars spec'd out really sharp, bro.
Oh, thanks.
You use black when it's really appropriate, stainless steel when it's real appropriate.
Oh, like all those little dress ups. Yeah. I don't want to go into getting the titanium stuff. I don't.
Well, I was thinking when I looked at that, I was actually thinking that the 3 set screws on the nut were titanium by the way that they were reflecting.
No, they're stainless,
Yeah,
and they're
just
actually they're very durable.
Very cool.
You know, I mean,
Very cool.
Yeah. So
Right
Very
on,
cool.
dude.
Hey, the Axe is in the chat. It's good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Hey, yeah, the axe.
So that's a hard choice. What do you think, chat? Which guitar should he take? He's and don't say this and that because he only wants to take one. So
yeah, it's
Yeah.
only one.
I think
I'd
the
take
black
mine,
and white
but-
stripe. Black and white stripe, like Brendan was saying.
That's my vote.
78.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm,
I'd take mine, but I'm not bringing this on a plane.
No, you got to buy
I'm gonna
another
risk it.
seat. You
Yeah,
have to buy
yeah.
another seat if you do that.
No.
No, I heard you could put
She
a
stays at
guitar on
home.
the overhead.
You can.
Yeah, but I'm doing my luggage in the overhead. I'm not even checking my luggage. You know, I've got one piece, and I can fit 50 pounds of luggage, 50 pounds of clothes into that. And
Keith,
this
if I
baby
may
will stay
ask,
home for a week.
how quick is the round trip going to be for you? You're getting in and getting out. Are you going to hang a little bit with family? What's your plans?
Well, I'm going in Thursday, and I'm leaving on Tuesday.
Okay. Okay.
My flights. I'm doing a short layover in Charlotte, and
Cool.
then straight up the coast to Westchester. I'm not even flying into the major airport. I'm landing like maybe 5 miles away from my sister's house in White Plains.
Oh, that's excellent.
Hey,
nice.
Keith, Shreddy's going to let you use his shark when you're there, Keith.
Oh,
You
yeah.
Just put that in the chat. Nice.
Right on, dude.
Nice. Thanks, Shreddy. Got to get
And Lewis is
Paulie up
giving
there,
away.
too.
Lewis is giving away a utility at EVH Con. Ah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very
Mm,
cool.
We got
Very
giveaways.
Cool, Lewis.
Oh man,
Mhm.
Very cool, dude.
right on.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have some
Lewis,
picks.
if you want to talk about that and you want to hop on here a moment, you
Yeah.
can, sir.
Yeah, jump on, Lou.
Yeah,
Jump
definitely.
in, bro.
Just let me know and I'll pop you a link in there real quick. Yeah.
Hey, Andy Carson's in the chat. Good
Yeah.
to see you, brother. What's going on, man?
That here,
Andy, what's going on,
Hey,
brother?
Andy.
Andy.
Chattanooga, Tennessee, Station 5 representing.
Yeah, we were chatting
Yeah.
earlier today too.
Yeah.
Hmm. We were making comments about the interesting people that they hired. Spirit Halloween stores.
Okay, Lewis. Here you go, Keith. Mikey Mojo.
Ah,
Mikey, yep. Yeah, I was chatting with him this morning too. Can't wait to see him.
So you got to go to the Wawa in Mawa
yeah.
when you
Lots
go.
of Wawas there. And
You have to do
Mawa,
that.
Mawa.
There you go, Lewis. There's your link.
Nice. Pretty cool.
Jay Turner's got some cool picks.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, Jay plays bass in Mean Street,
Mhm.
Van Halen tribute band local to me here in North Carolina, me and Charles, out of Winston-Salem. And Jay's got some killer cool guitar picks.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean many versions. I mean he's got more versions than like 5 versions I've seen.
I know,
Wow.
and they're so fucking cool. Sorry, Holly,
Yeah,
I can
they
steal
are.
it.
Ah,
They are.
They are ultimate badass picks, though.
Yeah.
Great tributes to Van Halen.
Another guitar pick that looks really good, Van Halen tribute band guitar pick is Jimmy Vomvis. His guitar pick is killer badass.
I'm gonna have to get me a bunch of those when I go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, Shreddy will probably have some picks when
And
he's there too.
Shreddies are.
Yeah, I didn't get
yes,
one of his
sir.
last time.
Yeah,
So-
right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Shreddy, bro.
I will be
Yeah.
pick collecting when I get there.
I have
Yeah.
got his, and
Oh yeah.
I'll be bringing some.
yeah,
I'll be
dude.
bringing some of mine.
Oh yeah,
Peop-
butt cheeks
people
has a
want
buttload.
some of my. Ha ha. If people want to see some of my butt, I'll be giving some of my butt away. If you want. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
Nice.
It's fun. Good
I saw
time.
Andy put in the chat that he got his banjo strap today from Fairfield.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's funny, Chris. Or excuse me, Sova.
Yeah.
I gotta get used to that.
Soba.
A double
Soba.
finger.
Yeah. Okay, right on. So I was thinking,
Uh-oh.
if you're going, Keith, with Paulie,
Mhm.
and you're not taking a guitar, then that means maybe he could take two and you could help him.
Yeah, but he's still got to carry them
Yeah,
from
like
his
Off the
place
ferry.
to
the-
the ferry.
yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
the car's
Right.
taking them to Connecticut. You know, yeah, the carrying part that's the whole boat
Yeah.
trip. Yeah.
Right.
Plus, I don't want to. I mean, they're not cheap, so I don't want to get one damaged.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, we're gonna see a bunch of people at EVH Con, and we're gonna go and do a little live stream here on the channel on Sunday. It'll be early in the day, but Andrew at the 5150 show, British Electric Blues, he is going to have coverage of EVH Con on his channel at 6:30
Mhm.
p.m. Eastern with John Conklin and Jimmy Vombus at EVH Con. 6:30 British Electric Blues 5150 show. Yeah, we're going to go live here early in the day for less than an hour. But yeah, we'll cover it here at this angle. But we're going to see a bunch of people there, including this guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, everybody.
Right on,
There's
Lewis.
Lewis.
Good
How
to
you
see you,
doing,
man.
man?
Nice to see you as well. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, good
going
to
on,
see
Lewis?
you again, man.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be my first EVH Con.
Really?
Fun. It'll be my second.
Yeah, I was invited. Joe Sum invited me, I think 2021. And my wife said no. My wife's like, "You're not going." And so I missed that one. But this will be my first. I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
very excited
awesome.
about it.
Indeed.
Sorry, I have to talk low. My kids just went to bed. So.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now, how far are you away from there?
Greenwich is probably about 30 miles away, maybe 25 miles away.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not that
It's
far
your
at all.
backyard, man. That's
It is my backyard. Yeah, I grew up in Westchester County, so I'm with Keith. I know this area really well, and I know Westchester Airport really well. He's going to get there quicker than I am, actually. From Westchester Airport to Greenwich is quicker than my house there. So
He got to
but yeah,
stop. He got to stop in Woods Hole and grab me in Massachusetts first.
Yeah, I got to head up north and then come back
Oh,
down.
you got to do a roundabout. That's funny. That's great.
Yeah, I got to do a big road trip.
Yeah. So,
But
so
it's
yeah,
Paulie, so you can't do it without him.
no, that's right.
That'd be good.
He's worth it. He's definitely worth it.
Yeah, but no, Joe was nice enough. I spoke to
appreciate
him. Spoke to him a while back, so he was like, bring some straps, bring some guitars. He was very kind about it. I know Adam's going to be there from FU Tone, so he's going to do some setups.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be good.
Oh,
I got to
cool.
practice my licks. I haven't played guitar in maybe a month and a half. I got to practice my licks.
Nice.
Not too many shopping days left. Get a move
Yeah.
on.
Right on. So, what guitars are you taking, Lewis? Anything?
So I'm going to be bringing, obviously I'm concentrating on my business. So I'm going to be working with CHS, Kreger at CHS, where I bought a whole bunch of PV necks from the warehouse sale, and I have a bunch of bodies, and we're going to offer them for sale. So you can buy a neck and a body and have CHS painted any color you want. And so I'm going to bring one of those. Because I'm a business, I don't want to interfere with Joe's business. And you guys, so I'm going to bring one guitar. It's not going to be strung up. It's just going to be an example of what we're doing, and a whole bunch of straps.
Brian,
and I'm going to enjoy the music. I'm going to enjoy meeting people. I want to concentrate more on that than anything.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
excited.
Brian S. Guitars is in the chat. It's good to see you, Brian. Rock on, bro.
Anybody who
Lenny, I'll pick you
isn't
up.
subscribe to him, make sure
I should
you.
I should bring this thing though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
dude. Okay.
Yeah, throw that in the car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Should
why
bring this
not?
thing.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That
That's
bad boy
beautiful, dude. That is
looking
beautiful.
good.
Well, hold on, let's cut the tuner off of there.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Put a brass nut on there.
Mm-hmm. Now is that the proper Gibson sticker? The one with the
It is.
the eye
It's
stuck to
the
the
wrong.
G?
It's the wrong headstock though,
Yeah.
and the tuners are wrong, obviously.
That's all
But-
right. Nice.
Yeah, those are hard stickers to find.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Janice.
dude.
It's okay.
I
Yeah,
should bring
take
this
it.
thing.
Yes,
Beautiful.
sir.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Janice Lala. Hey, Janice.
There's
Can't wait to
Janice.
see you, Janice, too.
So you're going to EVH Con, Janice?
I believe she said she was.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Hey, Lewis,
So-
what gauge strings do you have on that guitar?
Andrew, good to see you,
I
sir.
do 9 to 42s. I've been doing that for
Great.
almost 20 years now. Yeah.
With 4
If I
springs,
have
huh?
something like that's going to get 9 to 46.
Even with 4 springs?
I'm sorry.
What are your springs, are they like they're low tension, I guess?
Yeah. I'm I'm not a huge Floyd guy, so
Okay.
you just got a standard bridge on there.
I see that.
Yeah. I'm not a huge, tremolo arm guy. As much as I'm a huge Van Halen fan, I don't play like Van Halen too much.
So you're doing that, Lewis, just to
Yeah.
basically lock that V trim down and keep it stationary? I
Yeah,
got you.
it's
Absolutely.
pushed all the way back. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's flat to the body.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
almost like a fixed bridge. Yeah. And then I have a Wolfgang. I have a PV Wolfgang. I have a couple of PV Wolfgangs. I just sold my Circles guitar.
Mm.
So I was going to bring that, but I sold it. And that's about it.
I was gonna say my condolences, bro. I mean, I feel
Chris
bad
Hunter.
for you having to sell the thing,
Well, listen, it's for me. It's a matter of either saving for college for my kids or selling some guitars and funding, some other projects.
Oh,
So,
responsibility is a heavy responsibility, Lewis. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Man.
This is fun for me. So I can't start dipping into the big pool. I got to start.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
when you
but
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, when you have like almost a dozen guitars and you barely play one of them, you gotta, something's got to give.
Yeah.
But all at the same time, most people
Yeah.
don't realize that there'll be more guitars later. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
no
Well,
worries
that's-
letting one go.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is obviously I'm getting away from the Van Halen strap. So whatever I have left at EVH Con after that, I'm not making anymore. So I'm going to be moving on to a couple other things, and this PV thing is going to keep me busy. I got over 50 necks and 12
Yeah.
bodies to work with. So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
going to do a striped one. I'm going to do a Hot for Teacher PV. So that's going to be coming up soon.
Nice.
I might do 2 or 3 more if I can, get all the hardware for it, or I might just sell them without the hardware.
Huh.
But, my mentality was to sell just the body and neck. Then, you could put your own Floyd on it. You could put your own tuners on it. You could put your own, those are such personal things. Like I like a 1996 Godot
Dwight.
your bridge. I don't like the PV
Right.
screw-in bridges.
Mhm.
And so I much rather get if personally I had to do it, I'd get a Wolf, a PV Wolf and put a 1996 Godot on there. That's my favorite bridge of all, more than a Floyd actually. Which I think wasn't that the bridge that was on the Music Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the Gotos on there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I like those bridges. So
I
and
think,
so
I think
listen,
those
it's
are
a
Goto
person. You
tuners
know,
as well.
what they had Goto tuners?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's like I work in the menswear industry. It's a tie is so personal. It's like humbuckers are personal too. Everybody's gonna like something different. I can tell you, I like a purple and orange tie, but you're gonna think I'm crazy. And it's the same with pickups. I like tone zones. Not too many people like them. People like pariahs. They like Seymour Duncan. So maybe it's better just to sell it without the parts and have some people have a little bit of fun with it.
Sure.
So also at EVH Con, Lewis, you're gonna have a giveaway. You're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm going to give away a utility belt, which can go. It's the belt that Eddie wore during the 5150 tour. It's the black belt with the red power jumper cord kind of thing on the side, and I've turned it into a strap too, so you can use it as a strap or you could use it as a belt.
Oh, nice.
Right on.
Man, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We got to spread the love a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
How hard was it to find those and to make them?
The utility belts.
Yeah.
You know what? It was just a matter of analyzing the pictures because still, the red strap on the side, I have no clue what it does. I don't know if Eddie actually, if it was a belt that maybe it's a climbing belt. I have no clue what it was, but it's just a matter of analyzing the pieces, getting some good pictures, which were hard back then because they're all grainy, and just copying as best I can. So, the red parts to that belt are, on mine at least, are not intended to be used for anything. It's just a visual thing. And Caleb at Nerd Haven, he's the only one I know that actually uses it as a belt. Everybody else uses it as a strap, but it's for us nerds who know what it is. But the hard part for me is actually finding everything made in the States because I try to keep everything made in the States.
Right.
Yeah, he was just sporting it a couple of weeks ago up at the whiskey show.
Yeah, he was. He's
MS. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a great supporter. I just sent him actually a bomber strap for his new 79 or 78.
Sorry. And condolences to him too on passing of his mom too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Absolutely.
Yeah. He did a really beautiful rendition during her service at the church. It was like,
He played Let It Be.
Yeah, and it was just like 20 seconds of it, and it already had me just welling up and crying like a little girl. It was beautiful.
Yeah, nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
What's your take on these guys?
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, listen, EVH makes some beautiful guitars. Like I said, I just got rid of the circles. I had the Frankie. The Frankie was probably one of the best guitars I've ever played. It was just comfortable. It was broken in. I'm sure the new one feels almost exactly like it. I think they're a little bit off with like 2 or 3 stripes on that one, but we'll let them slide on that one. But other than that, it's they make beautiful instruments. You're not going to get anything bad out of me on them. They make some beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never picked up a bad one.
Yeah, even when I was first looking at buying a guitar last year, when I picked up Black Betty, first thing I picked up when I went to my music store right up the street, Top 40 Music, they had the Frankie for the Stripe series. That neck was butter. Oh my God.
Yep, agreed.
It was just like, so beautiful. Felt it.
It was one of the few guitars that I could take out of the case after like a month of being in there, and it was still perfectly in tune.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, it was one of the few in my life that's ever happened to.
And from what I've heard, the spec on the new neck on this 78 is identical.
It is.
I mean, the headstock is different, but the neck is identical.
Sure. So. It's got the brass nut too, so it's going to ring a little differently. But yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did feel, it's funny, when I had the circles, because it wasn't relict, it felt different, even though it was the same neck. It didn't have the vibe that the Frankie had, like the broken in feel of, those ripped jeans that you want.
Yep.
There was something special about it for sure. So I'm sure this new one's going to be the same mentality.
Oh yeah, and they've even did a really good job on recreating everything down to the bridge work also.
Yeah.
The Boogie Buddies bridge that was on there with the string holes, the string pegs, and I do like how they also decided to add in the little the video on how to do the proper setup for it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I had one beef with it though. I'm really upset they didn't put the Gibson logo on the headstock. I'm joking. Obviously, I'm joking.
Oh my goodness!
But they did it with an EVH logo though. They did.
It looks like I haven't had the chance to get my
EVH
hands on one. Have you guys all tried it out?
No. No, I went to my music store a couple of weeks ago, and the only thing that they had there was the 5150 and a couple of Wolfgangs.
Yeah.
That was before it even came out.
Yeah.
So.
No, I know. I even got a picture yesterday from Mike Hickey. Joe Bonamassa's guitar tech. He's a huge Van Halen guy, and he sent me a picture. He goes, "Got mine." So they're starting to make the rounds out and about.
Yeah.
People getting them. Yeah, but no, I haven't seen them in any store. But I haven't been in any stores lately, anyway.
Yeah, I've seen a few people have received theirs already as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, Facebook and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that comes in a gig bag. I think, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to start putting those guitars in the hard shell cases for those prices.
Yeah, for $1,800
That's one of the biggest gripes that I hear about them.
Is that what it's out the door for? $18.99?
Yep.
Okay, or is this suggested retail?
I think that's street.
Yeah.
That's street. Okay.
That's everywhere.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little bit of work on it.
They're awesome, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Brian S. Yeah, dude. Brian drove a limo for Van Halen. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll take this opportunity. If he's going to come on, I'm going to bow out because my wife's going to yell at me that I'm talking too loud. So,
well, what we're going to do here, what we'll do is we'll probably cruise into trivia first. So if you want to hang out a moment and hang out, Brian, I'll pop a link out there right on the tail end of trivia. How's that? We're getting about that time now.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Hey, no handed too. I did it. All right.
That's the best I can do.
That's your prize tonight, kiddo.
Look at that awesome pass, guys.
Wow.
From 86.
Nice.
Still sticky, I think.
Very
Don't pull the back off it, man. Don't pull the back
No,
off
I
it.
just pull it back a little bit and see if it's sticky or not. And all of them still are.
Oh,
But
it's
that's what we're
sticky.
playing for. Yeah. So now, all right, let's get out of there. No, that's not what we want.
oh, hey, oh.
Okay, sorry, Sandra. I didn't realize where. All right, now we'll keep it there. For what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit you with a question. It's nearly impossible. Nearly.
It's time for Nearly Impossible Trivia.
It is.
With Fruitcake Tony.
So we're playing for that pass tonight. I'm gonna go back to here because
Pressing that damn button.
it may take the kids. It may take the kids.
Anything
All
to
right,
stop
hang
that
on.
freaking... No, I'm kidding.
All right, there it is. All right. All right. So it may take them a moment to get this, but if you are in fact the winner, there's an email down below. Trivia winners email. Email me your name and address, and I'll mail you out that David Lee Roth pass in the AM. Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia.
Nearly.
Mm.
All right, you ready? Okay, so
I'm ready.
on what date, and I need a date only, what date did all four of the Van Halen wives, all four of their wives, appear on stage in Playboy Bunny outfits?
You're not gonna find that in there.
You're not going to find it in that one.
No Googling this one.
You want the month. We want month, day,
Yeah.
and year. It needs to be all
Yes.
three.
You need to have an exact date, and it
Yes.
is nearly impossible that you know it unless you were there.
And I can
Yep.
say this for a fact that I missed it by 2 days when Tony told me this question 2 days ago.
Crazy.
But it's tough. Tough is
Crazy
hard
cool.
as hell.
Crazy cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So
I missed it by 5 years.
missed it by 5 years.
But read the question.
I missed
Just a
it
bit
by like
outside.
8
Read
years.
the whole question. and
Don't
make
give
sure you
them
read
no
it all.
hints, kids.
That
No
you
hints
can't.
for
That's all I'm saying. Read
no,
the whole question.
No hints for 'em.
I don't think it's possible to give him a hint.
I'm gonna
Even
mute
if you
all of
tried.
you. I'm gonna mute all
Yeah,
of you.
No.
Mute Campbell.
All right. Let's
That's
see.
impossible.
Yeah, exact date. And let's.
I like turtles.
Yeah. So there is your question on the screen. Still, no hints for the kids. I like turtles as the hint.
The dates are coming in, but no. Sova's not even close.
Good guess, Christopher.
No, they're all good guesses.
So while you kids are pondering that, I'll take this down. I'll show it again.
It's not.
here in
It's not a
moment.
trick question, Holly. It's not a trick question.
No. So there was a night where all four
Yeah.
of the members of Van Halen's wives all appeared on stage in Playboy Bunny
Right.
outfits
think
at the
about-
same time.
Right. And think about what you just put in there, Holly. 'Cause
Yeah. And if anybody gets it, I'll give you more details, but I'm not giving you anything else.
the dates are coming in. They're all around it. They're all around it, T.
Don't say that.
I can't say they're all around it.
All
there's from
around
night-
is a hint.
No, it's not. 1950 to whatever.
Yeah. I know. Somebody put 5150.
I think there's enough hints in the question already.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
The chat's helping themselves out too.
Yeah, they can
gotta
talk
read
to each other.
Between the lines.
They can talk to each other.
It's funny, I can't find anything even on Google.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep, exact dates, kids.
I'm
Like
getting nice
this,
pictures of Playboy bunnies though, but I'm not
Or
seeing
that.
anything other than that.
or
I
this.
know.
No.
So now let's
We'll just keep talking because
yeah. So I'll repeat the question,
if it
maybe
pops
with
up.
a little.
Yeah.
All right.
Flair.
On what date did all four of the Van Halen wives, all four of them came
All
out on
four
stage
wives.
at the same time?
All faux.
There's your hints.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah,
David
we
Lee
all
Roth
do,
have,
Chris Sonier. We all do, bro.
did David Lee Roth have 4 wives
Mhm.
At the same time?
at the same time?
Possibly.
All right, we'll take this down. Keep an eye on the chat. Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Here's Mikey
just
Mojo. Mikey Mojo would know this. Come on, Mikey. Where are you? 326.83, he says.
just so everybody on the panel knows, it's in the private chat. So. All right. We'll let it run a little while.
Yeah.
Let him sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Stafford's music. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Good to see you, dude. So yeah, it's nearly impossible, Van Halen.
Nearly.
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 Nearly means nearly.
Means you got like a 0.01% chance of getting it.
All right. So, where were we? So, Keith, I wanted to ask you now, when does your journey start? When are you leaving?
Next Thursday. Taking off next Thursday, and then short layover in Charlotte, and then run up to Westchester, and then I'll be leaving the following Tuesday. So, just doing 6 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blur.
It is. I looking back now, I think I should have taken a couple of more days because everybody's, trying to schedule with me, time, and it's, so tough, so impossible because of everybody else's work schedules and stuff.
That just means you'll have to come back
All
again.
that I have is the one weekend. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
true.
Yeah,
You do have to come back again. There's a G.E. Smith is doing a retrospective with some of his guitars out on the Hamptons.
Oh, wow.
That would be a
I'll
fun
have
one.
to hook up with my buddy Joe out there. My friend Joe D'Elia, he lives out there.
Yeah, he's doing a Sag Harbor. He's got a bunch of guitars that he's displaying out there. It's called the Church, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Janice wants to know where you're staying, Keith.
I'm staying at my sister's in White Plains. She lives like maybe 5 miles away from the airport, and it's like maybe a 13-mile drive for me to get out to the con. But I got to pick this boy up here first.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Road trip. Yeah, I do. Because it wouldn't be the same without you, man.
That's
Can't
right.
leave
That
you
is
hanging.
so awesome.
Nobody from Massachusetts would come, so here we go.
Yeah, they all got
Yeah,
other
I'm calling
stuff
all
to
of
do.
yous out, bastards.
Oh,
Even you, Ed.
Ed said he's 75% chance of
Oh,
coming.
yeah?
75 is now
Oh,
100.
yeah, right on. Okay.
No, it's not, but it's not 0.
When Neil was on the other night, he said he was like 99.9%. Is he 100% now?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
he's going.
yeah.
He's
Neil's
definitely
going.
going.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He will
Yeah.
be there.
So Neil's going. Lenny Lou and
Janice.
Janice
is
in
going.
the chat.
Yep.
Shreddy is in the chat. He will
Yep.
certainly be there.
Yep. He's a
Mikey
staple.
Mojo, are you going?
He's coming with
Be
me. He's going to be working
Yep.
for me that day.
Mhm.
We're put him to work.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Craig Stofko will be there from CHS.
Yeah.
Adam
Craig
Reibert will be there.
Adam.
Chris Gill is going to be there.
Chris.
I think
Gill's gonna
Hubbard's
be there.
going to be there.
Hubbard.
Yeah.
Oh man, if he
Cool.
brings a DeLorean, I'll be in heaven.
Hey, T. I think you have a winner, T.
Oh, we
Get
do, man.
Oh,
we
my
do.
goodness.
Jerry
Get
Leica.
out. There he is.
There you go, Jeff.
Jerry,
Good job,
you
Jerry.
rock, dude.
Wow. Pulled that one right out of. Wow. Nice.
Jerry,
Yeah.
awesome,
I was
dude.
like pulling it off the wall. Whoop.
So, Jerry, while I've got you, congratulations, dude. You nailed it, dude. You nailed
Excellent.
it. Send me, there's an email, send me your name and address, I think you've won before, but it's way down the email. If you could resend that, sir, and I will send you out this cool David Lee Roth
That
pass.
is so
Mañana. But let
Congrats,
me
Jeff.
nicely
let
done.
me show.
Nicely done.
Well, hey guys, and Shreddy's going to be there too.
Yeah, oh
Of
yeah.
course.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He's been
Shreddy's
at all
always
of
there.
them.
Yes, he
Yeah.
has.
So this show was 8/28/93 Pacific Amphitheater, Costa Mesa. Yeah.
Mhm.
And they walked out on stage for just a couple of moments toward the tail end of Finish What You Started.
Yep, I've been looking the whole show for pictures. I can't find it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. If I recall, they did something like a little rocket kick thing right there at the end.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
So Jerry cracked it. He cracked the
You
seventh
cracked the
seal, baby.
code, man.
Cracked it.
That's unbelievable.
All right. Well,
Yep.
Jerry, you just made it harder for everyone else next week.
Mhm.
Yep.
The bar has been
Mhm.
set, gentlemen and ladies.
They get progressively harder.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But congratulations, Jerry, and thanks to everyone for playing.
Great job.
Yeah. Man, you Van Halen kids, I can't write these damn things hard enough, Charles.
Holly's still asking questions. She wants answers.
Yeah.
You've opened up all of our curiosity about the four wives and dressed in Playboy bunny outfits.
Yeah.
I would love to know more. There's backstory to this that we would love to know. Me too, Holly. I'm right there with you, girl.
I've
E3.
searched. We're trying to find that image and have not been able to.
It's got to be out there somewhere.
Got to be somewhere.
Did you take the picture, Jerry?
Mhm.
That's what Joe's saying.
Yeah. That's
Very
where I
cool.
remember it from the Inside Magazine.
Wow.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay. That's where it is.
hmm
Yeah. I didn't
I
find
don't
it.
have the issue on hand, though. We used to
I
have
do.
all 16 issues, but
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking.
I don't think I have all the issues. I have number 1. I know that.
Jerry says the Van Halen archives as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly. Somebody's going to find it. Somebody's going to find it.
They will. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
I definitely recommend the archives, though, because they have so much stuff in there.
Yeah.
So, VanHalenArchives.com.
Yeah. But so asking the question, you eliminate a lot of years, and even in the next era, there's holes along the way.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, because
and
Alex was
they're
partially
not
divorced during
on the
that.
road every minute of the
Right.
year. So yeah.
And that was
Narrow it
actually
down.
right at the end of that tour too, the Live Right Here Right Now tour. I think the last show that they did there was it Puerto Rico or Hawaii? I know it was overseas, something there.
Man, it's a good question.
Yeah, but the motivation, I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah.
Guys, Andy Carson's got to take off. Andy, be well. Be safe, brother.
Andy, good to see you, dude.
Take care, man.
Yep. Be good.
Take care.
Bye, Andy. Bye.
All right. See you in the chat on
I'm gonna-
Saturday, brother.
I'm going to take his lead, and I'm going to thank you, gentlemen, all.
Lewis, you rock,
Louis,
brother.
good to see you,
Thank you.
dude.
You guys feel
Always good to
Excellent
see
gear,
you.
man. Thank
I
you
look
so
forward-
much.
I look forward to meeting Keith and Paulie very much so.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
Me as
Anybody
well,
else
brother.
going that I missed? Probably
Yeah,
from here.
I'll be there.
All right,
Lewis,
good.
so I'll meet
I
you
look
there.
forward to it. Look
Yeah, it'd
forward
be
to
nice.
it. It's an honor.
Yep. Awesome. Be
Awesome, Lewis. Good to
Thank
see
you,
you,
gentlemen.
dude.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Take care,
man.
Lewis. Great to see you.
Same here. Thank you. Have a
See
good
you,
night.
Lewis.
See you soon.
Awesome. Good to see Lewis. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's pop us a link in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll catch
Yeah,
up.
bring Brian in.
Our buddy Brian, who I hadn't seen in a little while.
I've never been on a show with Brian.
Sure missed his old show. There's your link, Brian. Sure missed his old show, the Live Wires, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Brian's got a cool story for us.
Excellent. Hey guys, I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah, the Live Wires.
Live wire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we were talking backstage, right? And I'm sure, I think it dropped today that Mick Mars is going to retire from touring.
Yeah,
So
that's
the-
what you were telling me.
So I was reading that. I guess Variety magazine had an interview saying he's going to step down, and there's rumors that John 5 was going to take over, but then he said they're just rumors, but he didn't say it wasn't true. He just said they're just rumors. So you never know, but they're gonna get somebody. I'm sure they're gonna get somebody.
They're not gonna quit though.
Yeah, no, they're not
gonna
quit.
continue.
No.
They're not gonna.
Yeah, and they still got the European tour they have to do as well. That's going into next year.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome if it was John 5, but I mean, I'm a little biased, but it'd be fantastic.
All right.
We have a bone to pick with him though. We still haven't seen his golden shovel in action yet.
We did on we haven't seen it in the concert, no, and he needs to put it in concert. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he will be.
Yeah. Before you bring Brian in, I'm going to step out. I'm getting pretty tired, and I got to work tomorrow. So is Charles.
All right,
so
bro.
does everybody. But I'm gonna take off, and thanks for having me in. And I will see you two guys in a little bit.
All right, dude.
All right.
All right.
Love you guys.
See you in 10
We'll
days,
see
brother.
you Saturday, dude.
Yes,
Have a good
definitely.
one.
Actually, 2 weeks. 2
Yeah.
weeks, right?
All right. Take care, guys.
Less.
No,
Charles, I'm out.
Love you, man.
Yeah, 8
Yeah, you
days.
too, buddy. See ya.
Be good, man.
All right. So we'll see. Brendan will show me your pick on Saturday, but you guys will meet him at EVH Con here in another week or so. Yeah. Right on. So let's bring in Brian. Brian hadn't been in the chat a lot and been online. He's moved in the past year, and he's doing good. Let's bring him in and catch up. Brian S. There he is, dude.
What's up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man.
Thanks
What's
for
up,
having
Brian?
me on. Can you hear me
Yeah.
okay?
You here,
Yeah,
brother?
man.
Good
Cool.
to see you, man.
Yeah, good
Welcome
to see
to
you guys.
Halenville.
Yeah, I love Halenville. Yeah, and Tony's right. I haven't been in the chat much. I moved down to Florida in April, and it's been kind of chaotic. And I'm the only guy that ever bought a boat 10 days before a hurricane without a boat trailer.
Oh man.
So the Monday before the hurricane, I'm scrambling around with cash in my hand, like trying to buy boat trailers.
Oh my
I got that
goodness.
taken, but the hurricane missed us, so all my guitars lived.
Right
Yeah.
on.
All good from that standpoint.
Good,
Excellent.
dude. So
Excellent.
yeah, I'm sure life is good moving to sunny Florida.
It was 84 degrees here today at late October. Nice and sunny, no humidity. It was nice.
Nice.
Excellent, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on, dude.
Hey, it's nice to meet you, Brian. I've never been on a show with you before. This is the
I've
first
seen
one.
you on here lots of times, Charles. So it's nice
Oh,
to be on a
dude.
show with you two guys too. And Paulie and Keith, I think this might be the first time I've seen you on Tony's show, but I'm sure you've been on here before. I just didn't catch that particular episode. So Nice to meet you guys as well.
Very cool.
Great
man.
to meet you as well.
Likewise. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Yeah, Brian, we missed live wires, dude.
I know, I'm ready to do it again, but it's like my partner in crime. I think he's just doesn't have the time. That was kind of why we ended it. Dave lives out in Arizona. He's got a new exciting job. I don't know if I should let the cat out of the bag, but he just took a job with the Barrett Jackson car auction company. And so he gets to travel around to all the car auctions now, and he does their IT stuff on the road.
I'll be back.
Lucky for him. The live wires was a lot of fun. If we could have got it to grow a little bit better than it did, we were always kind of disappointed we didn't get a little bit better following. But because we put a lot of time into the show, as you know, Tony, you saw some of the episodes.
Oh yeah.
We would have skits every week
Oh,
and
yeah.
different kinds of bits and all kinds of stuff.
Evil
And-
jumps
I
gear.
caught several of those, Brian. I caught
Yeah,
a few, too,
yeah.
man.
So yeah, we had a lot of fun, but we put a lot of time into it too. So we were looking to reap a little bit more reward as far as the number of subscribers and things, and life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
With what you want to do on
Absolutely.
YouTube. So
Yes,
that's
it
kind of
does.
Sanders like evil jump scare. Yeah.
It was fun, dude, and we tuned in each week, and we miss it.
Yeah, it was fun. We tried to have some comedy. We tried to have gear. We would look at guitars and we would talk about gear and stuff like that, but we would try to have some bits and some comedy and some stuff like that in there too.
Yeah.
A variety show. It was a guitar variety show.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
guys had awesome gear. Your gear was, and it was incredibly Gibson Les Paul motivated.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
there was
throwing that out there.
there was a Gibson theme.
There was a theme, bro.
We used to make fun. I had a bit where I made fun of Stratocasters. Every week,
Yes.
all right,
Yeah.
we would make fun. I would find the most exorbitantly priced, ridiculous Stratocaster, and they'd make fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
I
cool.
remember.
Yeah, we had a lot. So I got a couple of things to share with you guys. One of my most prized possessions on the earth, and since we're on a show here where you guys collect picks and backstage passes and stuff, is this little beauty right here. August 24th, 19. Can you believe that is 31 years ago?
Wow.
God, I was 27. I was just a pup.
Dude.
But I got to drive for Van Halen, and I actually got to drive them over the course of 2 days. They flew in on August, and Michael and Sammy. Of course, this was the Sammy Hagar era at the airport in Indianapolis. I was a limo driver in Indianapolis. And I took them to their hotel, which was on the kind of the northeast side of the city, not too far from the outdoor venue. And I think it's called the Klipsch Center now, but back in the day it was called Deer Creek. And it's your standard outdoor, concert venue that you've all seen. And so I got to pick those guys. Yeah, amphitheater style, with some covered seats and then lawn in the back. It's typical that everybody has. Excellent. So it was a 2-car job. So me and my buddy, his name will be changed to protect the guilty. We'll call him Darren. So me and my buddy Darren, of course, we're Van Halen fans, obviously, and we're in our early 20s, and this is the 90s. So they're still big, not maybe as big as they had been maybe the decade before in the 80s, but they were still big. So we're excited. We're going to get to drive Van Halen. So 2-car job. So I picked up the boys on early in the morning. And then later that afternoon, Eddie flew in by himself on a commercial flight. He had been visiting Valerie, I think. And if I remember correctly, North Carolina, they had a few days off and he went and hung out with the wife or whatever. So my buddy Darren is picking up Eddie at the airport. And here they come out of the airport, and the security guys with Eddie, and Eddie is hammered. Okay, he's been on this commercial flight, and literally the security guys got to chuck him in the back of the limo. And so they take off, and they're heading for I got to tell you this part of the story to tell you the other part of the story. Okay, I'm setting the stage. So they get in the limo, and Darren, my buddy's driving Eddie Van Halen. The security guys up front, and it's just Eddie in the back. And they no more get out of the airport and get onto the interstate, and they have to go about 30 minutes to get to the hotel. And Eddie's like, dude, I gotta pee. How long's it gonna take till we get there? And Darren's like, oh man, it's like, 25 minutes and it's really 30, but he's like, okay, I'll speed up. And so like a couple minutes later, Eddie's like, dude, I gotta pee. How long is it gonna be? I gotta go. How long is it gonna be till I get there? So at this point, he's driving like 85, right? And the guy's like, slow down a little bit. We can't kill Eddie on the way to the hotel in a car accident. So anyway, they get up there, and of course he can't wait to tell me the story. I'm already there. I'm at the hotel. We're with these guys. The limo stays at the hotel. If they want to go get a hamburger, they got a limo wherever they want to go, right? And the show's later that night. So Eddie's hammered. So my buddy comes over to tell me, he's like, oh my God, you're never gonna believe it. It was so cool. He's like, Eddie's freaking hammered. I don't know how he's gonna do the show tonight. And every 5 minutes, he kept telling me, oh, man, I got to pee. It was like, I didn't know what to do, man. I was like driving as fast as I could. So long story short, we take him to the show that night and we backstage passes the whole bit, and we go out. I literally stood right in front of Eddie on the other side of, where the security guards are. I'm like, stage, Eddie, me. The whole show. Nice. Fantastic. You would have never known he was hammered, never missed a note, like none of it ever happened. Perfection, right? The show was absolutely killer. And so after the show, we take him back to the hotel. Everything's great. We just had the best times of our life. And the next morning, we got to drive back over there because we have to take them to their flight in the morning. And they had 2 cars. So I get all 4 of the guys in the car with me, and the management team is in the other car. And we're driving to a different airport, a little private airport. And we pull out of the hotel, and Eddie says, dude, how long is it going to take till we get there? Because I got to pee. And now I've already heard this story, right? So my smart ass, what I think, I said, oh, man, it's going to be like 20 minutes, but there's some solo cups back there if you really got to go that bad. And you know what Eddie did? He reached through the divider window and he put his hands around my throat and he went, nice. While I was driving. So I've had Eddie Van Halen's magical fingers around my throat, and everybody else in the car busted up laughing. The other 3 guys in the band and the security guy in the front seat, they just thought that, because he's been saying this to limo drivers for 20 years, right? And I'm the only guy that ever said, hey, dude, there's a solo cup back there, Eddie. You can piss in that. And so they just thought that was the funniest ass shit that they had ever freaking heard. So
it's fantastic.
I didn't get Eddie's autograph. Typically, when we were driving rock stars or celebrities or anybody like that, you're working for them. So you're not asking them for autographs and shit. But this is Van Halen. Okay, this is going to be once in a lifetime. So I did get, and these are laminated, so nothing can ever happen to them. So there's nice. Alex, and there's Michael, and nice. Unrelated on the other side is Nikki Sixx and Mick Mars.
Nice.
Yeah. And nice. I got to drive Motley. In fact, I have a laminated Motley Crue pass right there that Nikki Sixx gave me. That would get me into any Motley Crue concert I ever wanted to go to.
Right on.
Very nice.
I got to drive them lots of time.
A lifetime pass.
A lifetime pass.
Right on.
Yeah.
Did you go to the stadium show?
I haven't been to the stadium show this current because they didn't come around anywhere that I was located. And be honest, I'm kind of wishing I'm in the same boat with my Kiss and my Motley. Just stop, please stop. Because poor Vince, he sounds terrible. And nobody wants to pay all the money to see you hold the mic out over the crowd to let them sing the chorus because you can't sing it. I just can't do it anymore. And I can't listen to Paul Stanley like lip sync. And I'm not a big fan of the fake Ace guy. So my favorite bands, I'm kind of, but I wanted to ask you guys a Van Halen question because obviously Eddie's gone, so it's not. We don't have the opportunity again to go see Eddie on a big tour like this. Mm-hmm. Would you guys go see a Van Halen let's call it a tribute, sort of like Zach and the guys from Pantera are going to do a Pantera tribute. Zach Wild's going to play, guitar. Would you guys go see a Van Halen show if Wolfgang was playing guitar?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would.
In half a minute, half a heartbeat, half the blink of an eye.
I'm going to say I would too. I'm sure you guys have all seen the video from a few weeks ago where he was playing at the tribute show, and man, he was tearing it up. I was like, dude, he sounds more like Dad than Dad.
Brian, I was even impressed with the guy who was singing for Vince when Motley Crue was playing up at the Forum.
Yeah, because
did he bring it?
Maybe they, so I'm a little bit torn here because obviously we've all heard that Mick is probably going to set the rest of the next couple of years out, and John 5 will kill it. I mean, and he's a huge Mick Mars fan anyway, so if you were going to pick anybody, it would be John. But I'm I don't know if I can go see Motley without Mick, just like I can't go see Kiss without Ace.
Yeah, I'm kind of in your boat, Brian.
Well, I think that with that announcement that they gave today.
Did it become
Mick
official
Mars,
today? Was it official today?
It was. Okay. Motley Crue announced today that he would be stepping down. So, but I hope it's not, but I feel like it's permanent.
Yeah, it's health related, and I drove him on the Dr. Feelgood tour, and he was already having trouble then. But you want to talk about a guy that's a big famous rock star that when you're talking to him, it's just like talking to the dude sitting next to you at the bar, just like the nicest, no ego whatsoever. Mick Mars has no ego whatsoever. And
He's
nonsense.
got like 10 years on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was already an older guy.
Yeah,
when they started the band, he was
almost a decade older than.
Yeah, he was closing in on 30 something when they were 20 somethings, right?
Yeah,
that's true. And he'd already been, and he's from Indiana, and he actually was born in a town not far from where I grew up, and of course I brought that up and everything, and he was just one of the coolest people I ever got to. I got to drive a lot of rock stars. I mean, I'm talking the Rolling Stones, Eric Clapton,
nice.
and Mick was the coolest of all of them, except for maybe Billy Gibbons. I got to drive ZZ Top. Billy Gibbons is the only guy I ever drove that I took him to a bar after the show, and he took his own bottle of whiskey into the bar, and nobody said shit.
That's the Reverend. Of course.
Wow.
Right? He's like, I'm going to come drink in your bar, but I'm not going to buy your drinks. I'm going to bring my own.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had a lot of fun. I drove the limos for about 5 years while I was in college. And a lot of long nights with a lot of drunks and a lot of vomit and a lot of proms in between those rock concerts I got to drive, but those would come up and then make all the other stuff worthwhile. So
that's so
wow.
It was fun.
That's so cool.
It was definitely a lot of fun.
Dude.
Yeah. So what about you guys? Have any of you guys seen the Crew and Def Leppard, Joan Jett tour, Poison tour? You've seen it, Keith? Was it good?
No, I've seen them all separately.
Oh, I've seen everybody but Joan Jett separately. Yeah.
That one right there.
Joan Jett when they were opening up for the.
That's nice.
In the 80s.
That's very nice.
Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, he went and saw that stadium.
Yeah, I caught it with the family.
Was it good, Charles? Did you enjoy it?
So it was obvious that Mick's age is coming against him.
Yes, he can still play. He just can't move.
Well, what he did just a few weeks ago that brought all of this on is they were playing a song and he literally just forgot to do the solo. He just forgot it, and it's on YouTube. You can look it up.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of sort of the snowball. About
Mick.
John 5, I was really interested to hear what Brendan's, that's his favorite guitar player. I was interested to hear what Brendan was going to say. And as soon as you brought that up, I was going to bring it up at a later date. I think John 5 is an awesome
he's fantastic
replacement to finish out the tour.
Who is he going to get?
I'm in the ballpark. I'm a lifelong Motley Crue fan. I don't really want to see them without the original lineup. Right. Of course, I would go in a minute to go see Tommy play with anybody, or does she, when they call it, for instance, during the tribute, Taylor Hawkins tribute, They said Motley Crue was going to be there, and they brought out Nikki and Tommy. That's not Motley Crue.
That's half a Motley Crue.
That's half a Motley Crue.
Right.
Exactly. As far as Vince, I hear what you're saying, and I feel it both ways. I'm torn, but at the same time, I feel the same way about it as I do about David Lee Roth. I want to see those guys. If they're going to step out on a stage and perform, I want to see them, and I'm always going to wish that they do as good as they possibly can.
Absolutely.
And it's like with Dave, I will go see David Lee Roth perform if he's, God forbid, sitting in a chair, unable to stand up and drooling.
When he's like 90 in a diaper.
and I'll do it wholeheartedly. But that's just.
With Motley, though, and Mick, though, I'm
There's
shocked.
no Motley without Mick.
No, there's not.
But John 5 can play. John 5 can imitate Mick. I have no question. And he's going to do great. He's going to do great. But he's not Mick.
No.
It's like when Aerosmith's my all-time favorite band. They're like my Led Zeppelin. When Joe Perry was not in Aerosmith anymore, there was no longer Aerosmith.
No, it wasn't. Was it? You remember those times? You do, don't you, Brian? When they were disbanded, Perry was doing the Joe Perry Project. Yeah. They were all in denial. No one would talk. And about 10 years of misery, they finally started coming back around to each other and realizing the simple fact that they were magic. They are the lightning that struck, and they need to get back together.
And they needed some money.
And it's funny how that's a motivating factor in most of these situations.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Joe and Steven done shot all their money into their veins, so they needed more money.
Yeah.
So that was.
And
Keith, I can't hear you for some reason. Your mic's Keith. Your mic has got muted. There you go.
They're still not the original band though, because look who's not there anymore.
Joe.
John Andrews.
I know.
John I went to the very last show that Aerosmith did in Vegas when they had that Vegas residency a couple of years ago, and it was the very last show, and Joey wasn't playing it, and the backup guy did fine. But it's like it's not really Aerosmith because you don't have all the guys out there. And,
John Douglas, their drum tech, who's actually even Alex's drum tech. He's the one playing for him now.
With this Motley news that happened today, it is pretty much the original members of Motley. Mick won't be back.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get any better.
Motley's got dates on the books.
Yeah,
and next year's dates, and they're going to keep those dates.
Man, I wonder what that, because I know that Mick has a lot of pain, and I also know I've heard him say that when I'm on stage, I don't have any pain. I don't feel the pain when I'm on stage, because I wonder, I'm kind of thinking this probably wasn't maybe his idea, so I wonder what that shitty conversation was like.
Yeah.
Mick, hey man, we gotta have a talk. Oh man, how do you tell Mick that you're not in your band anymore? He freaking named the band Motley Crue. Yeah. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you tell Mick you're not in the band anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, details will come out, I'm sure. That the announcement was just today. So
wow. Well, I missed it. I heard the rumor.
More.
So
had to be one of the hardest moments those boys.
I bet that everybody had tears running down their face.
Oh,
they did. Yeah. I mean, Nikki Sixx has got a tattoo of Mick Mars on his freaking leg.
Yeah.
Right. If you remember, there was a tattoo show. He was married to that really pretty tattoo artist,
Kat Von D.
Kat Von D.
She tattooed Mick Mars on his leg, and then there was an episode where he busted it out and showed Mick, and Mick got emotional over it. Mm-hmm. So those guys are brothers. I think all
Yeah.
You guys have all seen The Dirt. You know all the stuff they've been through together. So, even like Van Halen, those guys are all brothers too. And sometimes it made me a little bit angry that they weren't treating their brothers very well. Like it really rubbed me the wrong way when Michael Anthony kind of just got kicked out.
It did me too, Brian. It did me too.
I mean, I get it. You got a built-in bass player, and your son's fantastic at it. And man, he's wonderful. But you know, Michael Anthony's original member. Like,
You know, at first, I remember the very first time I heard that, and we were all caught up in the Van Halen drama, and I was quite by that time. I'd been through 2.5 decades of it by that time.
Yeah.
And it was wearing thin.
Seasoned to it.
But I honestly couldn't believe how accomplished he was to come up there at his age and walk out on that stage.
Oh, what was he when he first? What was he? 18.
15.
A flipping child.
He was only 15.
15 when they introduced him on that press conference.
On that tour.
Yeah. And so I was impressed, even though I was on the fence. I was observing, watching. He has astonished me. I am absolutely astonished of Wolfgang Van Halen.
Well, there's no question that talent is in your genes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely a genetic thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my funny, this has really nothing to do with it, but I'm just going to mention it because I do this stupid shit all the time. Have you guys ever noticed the quality of Eddie's wardrobe when he finally got with Valerie? Within 3 to 6 months of him meeting that girl,
he stopped
talking to the press in a certain way. She helped him out with all of his. She really worked him good, man. And his wardrobe went up 1,000. Now, he was a rock star before, but he went from kind of a grungy dress down rock star to a really nice fashionable one. You know,
I got an Eddie thing that's related to that. And this doesn't come from me. This comes from somebody else that I know, Philip McKnight, which you guys have probably seen his channel. He's the Know Your Gear guy.
Yeah.
So he's got to meet Eddie a few different times, right? In person at like clinics, or when he was announcing his EVH guitars for the first time, he got invited to that stuff.
Yeah, man.
And he was like a guy before they got to meet Eddie, because he was with his son. He was like, see, here's how you tell if Eddie's wasted or not. If Eddie has his shirt all the way unbuttoned or he doesn't have it on, he's wasted. If he's got his shirt buttoned up, he's not been partying at all.
Very cool. Very cool, man.
Apparently he would get hot when he was drinking or whatever. He would get hot. He'd unbutton his shirt or take it off.
Yeah.
And that's how the guy's like, that's how you could tell if Eddie's wasted or not.
You know, how Tony used to do it. I'll tell this little quick story. He could tell by the sound of the tap and the opening song, the first riff that Eddie played, as to how good that night was going to be.
Really?
Period. Within the first 20 seconds of them hitting the stage. I should have told your story, Tony, but I did, bro.
No, you can hear them underneath the stage before the show.
Yeah,
you can hear them.
That's true.
You can tell right away, man.
When they're down there warming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
doing
extra
dive
great
bombs
night. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen Van Halen, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 times. You guys maybe seen him a lot more than I have, but I never saw them when they weren't great.
Oh, I know. Exactly.
I saw them when they weren't great once.
Really?
04. That was.
And I've seen some bands that were bad. I mean, I walked out on Queen. Can you believe that? I saw Queen when they were so bad, you couldn't even tell what song they were playing.
What year would that have been, Brian? Do you remember?
1981.
It was during the leather period.
Because they had Billy Squier.
Live Killers, right?
And Billy Squier blew them off the freaking stage. That's how bad they were.
It was hard to discern the songs they were playing because they're a 3-piece power trio, essentially.
It was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah, I'm there with you. That's interesting you mentioned that, bro.
That was one of the worst concerts I've ever seen. I couldn't believe it. I mean,
And
it's so bad. That's why I remember it.
Interesting is I got that same vibe from Skid Row. One concert I saw Skid Row do a show one time, and it was the same thing. It was hard to discern what songs they were actually playing. If you didn't hear the lyrics, it was just not even there.
I just think they were all trashed. They were all trashed.
Maybe.
Could be. It just seemed like they were all trashed. Everything was disjointed, and you couldn't understand what he was singing. And like, what song is this?
Wow.
Like, they play hit songs in their concerts. You should be able to tell what song it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
So Keith, how could now we all know what went on in 04 on that Van Halen tour. they opened that tour in Greensboro, so maybe I didn't see all the crap, but what made it not a good concert?
Um, Sam, well, number one, Eddie was not really connected in the groove at all with Alex or Mike. Um, and you couldn't tell
They just had an off
sometimes.
night.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell sometimes what song he was playing. It was really, really bad.
Wow.
Sad. And, he was doing this weird dance around the stage, where he just like swing his legs back and forth around like this. And, he was not his typical Eddie. And,
So
then
how
like
far
Sammy would,
how far into that tour was this?
oh, this was later on. This was, late September, I believe it was. So
What
it
year
was
did you
pretty
say,
close to
Keith?
the end of the tour.
What year
Late
did
September of 04.
2004.
It was for the Best of Both Worlds album, the greatest hits that they did.
Right.
And they played those three songs, It's About Time and Up for Breakfast and Learning to See. Well, they didn't play Learning to See, but they did the other two. And his solo, he first started, normally he would start off with, start doing his eruption thing. He didn't. He just like grabbed his guitar. He's like, I'm just gonna sit here and just like mess around a little bit. Started doing that with the drumstick. And everybody was like, what the hell is he doing? He was doing that for like 3 minutes.
So like Invader without the drill, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, but it just didn't sound right at all with him. He didn't have the right tone, and he just sounded so off.
Well,
a lot of
maybe he
people-
was having one of those evenings where he had a little bit too much. When I was driving Eddie, they basically said, look, he's not drunk. He just takes too many pain pills. He was eating a lot of pain pills.
Yeah.
So he would be high on the pain pills. That's why he's sweating his ass off, taking his shirt off, because that'll make your freaking metabolism go freaking haywire. Right.
And that's what Sammy was saying also, the minute that Eddie put his hair up into the samurai thing, you knew all bets were off after that.
After that, it was tequila.
Yeah, it was just, anything could have happened with him. And, people saw it after that show. I think it was the next show or the show after in Tucson, where he just, threw the guitar, destroyed it, and, started tossing the stacks and everything too. And the monitor,
I was scared, Keith, that you were going to tell us that this was your show that you were at.
No.
Sammy was one of the highest on life individuals I've ever met in my life. I think that dude wakes up in the morning with a big giant smile on his face, and he goes to sleep at night with a big giant smile on his face. Sammy Hagar.
Good reason to.
He seemed to me that he was getting every minute out of life when I was around him for 2 days. He was having a good time. Let's put it that way.
Excellent.
No matter what, if we were just like, there was 2 girls at the hotel. I was taking them out to dinner and to a steak joint. They had a private room set up, and he said, I'm all right with these 2 girls. They were just like 2 like groupie chicks. And he just gets in their car, and I'm driving the limo, and they're driving alongside it. They pull up, and he's like fucking mooning the fucking limo out the fucking window and like flipping this fucking off and shit.
Yeah.
Just having fucking a blast.
That's excellent.
Yeah. I got to tell you some more. I got to tell you some Motley Crue. I know it's not a Motley Crue show, and I know you guys like Motley Crue. So I got some funny. I got a funny Motley Crue story. I got 2 funny Motley Crue stories for you.
All right.
So the first one is I'm picking Motley up, and they've got their own plane, and they're on Bon Jovi's old plane. So it's a twin prop deal. It's got props, not a jet. It's a nice plane. It's like a Learjet on the inside, but it's a turboprop. So they come. This is on the Dr. Feelgood tour. And so they come flying into Indy. They played Indy, and then they went on out, and then they came back to Indy, and they played Fort Wayne and Terre Haute. So that's how I got to drive them on multiple dates, because I got them both times. But this is the first time. So I get them. I got Motley Crue in my car, and like these are like my guys, right? I'm like, oh my God, you're fucking Motley Crue. It's like 11:30 at night. So wherever they played a show, it's later than that. It's probably 1:30 in the morning. They flew there. It was late. They're dog tired. They get in the limo. I get them out on the same freaking airport. I'm going to the same damn hotel I'm taking Van Halen to, so it's 30 minutes away. I get out on the interstate, and Nikki's like, dude, how long is it going to take to get there? And I'm like, oh, it's about 30 minutes. He goes, make it in 15. You'll be my hero. And I'm like, Nikki 60, I'll be his hero. So the accelerator goes, big old Cadillac's rolling down the road now. And I'm cooking pretty good. I'm probably doing about 85, 90. And I got the manager guy up front. And he's like, leans over, just taps me on the legs, like, slow down a little bit. It's like, if they get killed on my watch, I'm going to be in trouble. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we're driving along, and Mick's in the back. Mick, he goes, our plane is so fucking slow that a bird could build a nest on the freaking wing while we're flying. And I busted up laughing. I just thought that was the funniest ass shit.
So, dude, you don't ask for autographs, and I get it. You're working, and no matter who it is.
Well, if you piss off the wrong person, they call your boss. You don't get no more concerts. And they all got a manager who's a prick and a security guy who's a prick because they're getting paid to be a prick. That's their job.
That's right.
So the manager guy's up front, and if he's cool, do you talk ever?
I talked more to the security guy than I ever talked to anybody, because he would be the one that would say, come here, we're going to do this at this time, and I need you to be there, do this and that and that. So that's who I was taking. With Motley, that's who I was taking my orders from. With Van Halen, it was their road manager, not the security guy. I can't remember his name. His name.
Scott.
You guys probably, Scott something. What's his last name? He's got calves this big around like Popeye.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
They've had him ever since Sammy was on. I forget his name offhand too.
But anyway,
you don't exactly riding down the road and reach
Scotty
back
Ross.
and open up the window and say, "Hey, Eddie, I got a question for you."
No, you're not. You're not doing that. If you're not professional, they'll get somebody else. So what happened was my limo company had a contract with the main production company, the one that Sunshine Promotions, the promotion company that brought all these bands into Indianapolis. And we had two really nice venues. We had where the Indiana Pacers played, so their basketball stadium, and then we had this outdoor stadium. So we would get
Kemper Arena, I believe it was.
It was called Market Square Arena. It's
Square.
not there. Yeah. Elvis played his last show there.
Right.
There's actually still a monument there, even though the building's been imploded. It's apartments now. But anyway, that was a great place to see a show because it wasn't over big. So the acoustics were really good in there. I mean, I saw everybody in there. Ted Nugent, AC/DC.
That place is legendary.
Yeah, it was great. It's been blown up. I missed it. It pissed me off when they blew it up. But what are you going to do? It was old. But so another funny story was, so this was Dr. Feelgood tour. So if you'll remember your Motley history, Vince is sort of on the outs, and he's signed a deal that he won't drink because the other three guys are sober. I literally took Tommy Lee to an AA meeting in the basement of a church, and he walked in full Motley regalia.
Excellent.
Right? Everywhere they went was in full Motley regalia. They had these
Those are just his regular clothes, though, right?
They had these leather jackets that had Motley Crue on the back, like biker, like the Hell's Angels jackets. They wore those fucking everywhere. Yeah, the four guys, they had them, and they were the only four guys that had them, and they wore them everywhere. So Vince was not really kind of hanging out with the other three guys. So they would go to their rooms, he would go to his room, and then they wouldn't see him until they got in the limo to go to the show. And he wasn't supposed to be drinking or partying. So literally all I did was drive to this titty dancer's house and get her and then take her back to the hotel. And then a couple hours later, I would take her home. And then on the way back to the hotel, I would stop by another titty dancer's house and pick her up and take her to the hotel. And I literally would, the whole off day that they had, that's all I did was drive around and pick up chicks for Vince Neil. And he just went from one to another, and a couple of times there was two. And I'm like, dude, it's been like all day. How are you even still going? I mean, I need a nap. That was what, but he wasn't coming out of his room. So he was partying, but he was just doing it in his room so he wouldn't, get in trouble.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But that was fun.
That is cool, man.
It was fun driving those guys. So that was a really fun college job to have, except I didn't get a lot of sleep.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Backstage buffet. There was never an open bar. I never got to participate in any bars, but I was driving, so that makes sense. But
yeah,
with your backstage pass, most bands would have a catered dinner of some kind at the venue. They would get there and it'd be time to eat when they get there. So they would have their own, like Eric Clapton had his like own chef restaurant crew that traveled.
Let me ask you this, Brian. Not necessarily Van Halen, but any band. What's been the most the moment where you pull up to a venue or a hotel or airport and every kid in 5 counties has their paws on your limo all in unison?
Guns N' Roses.
Oh.
Use Your Illusion tour. Wow. And I got a story about that. You want to hear the story about that?
Yes, sir.
So one of the biggest assholes I've ever met in my life is this guy named Axl Rose.
Yeah.
And they had several limos, I think 5 or 6 limos. And Axl's from Lafayette, Indiana, which happens to be the same town I'm born in. And he hates Indiana with a passion. Hates it. Conservative, cornfield. He was in trouble all the time with the cops. He feels persecuted. He hates Indiana. So they were doing 2 shows back to back, 2 nights in a row. The first night, thank God I wasn't driving him. I had Duff. That's another story. The first night, Axl, this is 6 weeks before the riot in St. Louis that he caused. So he's already being a dick. Okay. So the night of the first show, it's like 45 minutes after the show's supposed to start, and he's at the hotel in downtown, and he's not coming. I'm not going to do the show. They're literally, the opening act's already played, and they're showing cartoons on a big freaking screen. So at least the road crew was prepared with something, because this obviously happened more than once. So they're showing cartoons on the curtain up there on the stage, because the show was supposed to start 45 minutes ago. And Axl is still at the hotel. Of course, the crowd doesn't know this. I know it because I've got a 2-way radio, right? And so finally what happened was the promoter called him on the phone and says, if you don't get your ass down here and do this freaking show, I'm going to sue you for everything you're worth. And so he finally showed up, like an hour and 15 minutes late. And he went into about a 10-minute diatribe about how much he hated Indiana before he ever sang a song. And then he sang like 2 or 3 songs, and then he dropped the mic and walked the fuck off. And I thought there was going to be a riot that night.
I think I've actually seen that particular one on YouTube, Brian.
And then the next night, he played the whole show, showed up, came on time, did the whole freaking show like the previous night never even happened, and killed it.
Yeah, he probably got talked to about that then.
I don't think he cared.
Good the next day. Yeah.
He had this little ratty-looking snot dude. We called him the yes man. That wherever Axl went, this snotty little yes guy went, and he just was the Axl wouldn't speak directly to you. He would tell the snotty little dude, and then the snotty dude would talk to you. Then you talk to the snotty dude, and he would tell Axl, even though he's standing right there. Okay, but this was when he was already, he was already trying to break that band up. He was working hard at it. So, but yeah, that was one of the weirdest. I was like, dude, I don't get you, man. You've got everything. You have everything. Why are you screwing it up? So yeah, that was weird.
Wow.
The most starstruck I ever was when I drove Eric Clapton. I felt dumb. So after the show, I didn't have him in my car to the show, but I had him after the show. And he had a big band at the time, like not only a drummer, he had a percussionist, and there was like 4 guitar players and keyboards. So there's lots of limos. And he comes out, and I've got the door open, and he walks up to me, and I said, hi. He's like, hello, mate. And he, you know, whatever, gets in the limo. And I'm like, oh, my God, I just said hi to fucking Eric Clapton like a total doob. I mean, you know, it's like here's Eric Clapton's like walking towards you. You're like, that's fucking Eric Clapton right there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, a shout out to Dwight Bailey in the chat. I missed you earlier.
What's up, Dwight?
Man. And Sandra Picorni, good night, sweetheart. Be well. We love
See you,
you.
Sandra.
Yeah, I've droned on here long enough, Tony. I probably pushed your show way over your time limit.
This has been great, dude. Outstandingly awesome, bro. Thank you.
I got more limo driver stories. We'll do it another time.
Yeah,
love
good
it.
to see you, man.
Love it, man.
Love these stories.
We meant to have you on a while back, but you moved.
Yeah, I was going to come on.
I
was going to come on with you right before the freaking hurricane, and then the hurricane messed all that up. So, you know how that goes.
Excellent, man.
All right, boys. I'll jump on off of here. I'll catch the rest of your show.
Ryan, you be well.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Brian S.
Nice to meet you
See
guys.
you, Brian. Good to see you,
care,
brother.
man.
Thanks a lot. Take
Great
it easy.
stories. Thank you.
All right. Wow.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
Great stories, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to head off, guys. Starting to get sleepy.
We're going to wind things down here, dude.
Yeah.
We're going to wind things on down here. Let's see. So next week we have here on Halenville next Wednesday, November 2nd. We have, I can't spill the beans because it's still unconfirmed, but big guest next week, right here. And EVH Con will be that following Sunday. But next week is going to be very exciting. I wish I could tell you more now, but I can't. But what I can tell you is it's going to be awesome. It is going to be.
Yes, it is.
You're going to love it.
Yes, it is. Hey, by the way, Lenny, I've been enjoying all the stories you've been writing in the chat. Orange panties, really. Awesome, girl. Awesome, right there.
So, with this being Halloween week, this is sure to be a Van Halenized Halloween. Is how it's going to end up. It's not always like that, but the costumes this year are spectacular. Join us Saturday night right here on the channel. Show me your pick, the Halloween edition. And if you're in costume, you can join us here on the stream. But members of Van Halen all over the place, dude. Yeah. So, and we can't wait to see your costume on Halloween. And that's coming up. That's the 29th Saturday. This Saturday. Yeah. 9 p.m.
Can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
Full costume.
Hey, Chris Hunter, that was 1990. 1990s when that Skid Row show was, where they sounded horrible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's gonna do it. I think we have. Well, let's. Yep. So Neil Daly couldn't be here tonight. He wanted to be here. He's going to EVH Con as well. We'll see Neil next week. But yeah. So dudes, Neil's links are down below. Daily Custom Designs. Yeah.
Neil rocks. Hit
him up. And our friend Brendan right there.
He'll be there too.
Love you, Brendan.
Yep.
He'll be at EVH Con. And he may have a couple of these in tow. I don't know. But if you're going to EVH Con, hit Brendan up. Yeah.
Lenny, don't you have one of those? Doesn't she have in possession one of those?
She does.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Bring it. You better bring it, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Or something
Yeah.
from your kitchen sink.
Yeah. No pun intended,
That
right?
was well done.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
Yep. She got my guitar strap from that.
So Keith and Paulie are traveling together, um, and we'll see them. We'll do a live stream here from EVH Con in early afternoon. We'll see
So,
them and everyone else. I can't wait.
we want to
Yeah.
hear all about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna
We're
be a good
taking lots
time.
of pictures, too. Lots of pictures,
Excellent.
lots of video.
Excellent.
You guys are gonna have an amazing time. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Um, you get to meet all these cool people that you wouldn't otherwise get to. Um, it's a great thing. Um, yeah. So thank you, Joe, for putting this on, Joe Suma. We
Yeah.
hope to run into Joe at EVH Con. Look forward to that. Um, all right, so we're going to wind it down. Please leave a thumbs up on the video tonight, right there. Subscribe here if you're not already. Check to see that you are.
Hmm.
And share.
That's right.
Yes,
Don't forget to share.
that's right. Share these across all of your socials. It helps us grow, and we appreciate that. Yeah, so we'll be right back here next Wednesday. We got a big guest next Wednesday. Big.
Little shout out, Tony. Jamie jumped into the chat. Just want to say welcome to Halenville.
All right.
Welcome, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. All right. Nice to see you. Welcome. Join us here every Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern. We talk Van Halen every single week. Me and these guys,
Love
a
it.
lot of these guys. Yeah.
Look at Tommy on the right. He's
Yeah.
awesome. He is awesome.
Great job on that, Ed.
Yeah.
Really great job,
Ed,
Ed.
you rock. You rock,
Yeah.
Ed.
He does. So I hear I'll leave you guys with this. Speaking of Ed, who is absolutely awesome. It is Halloween, so there's you go in the Halloween stores and there's some stores that are seasonal that open up just this time of year, and I like to hit them. That's so cool. But so Ed has found a costume out there that I don't know that I haven't seen it yet, but apparently it's on a costume shelf near you. Go to your Halloween store and get it. Let me show you this.
They say it's the new
Yeah.
thing.
There it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Ramstein fan club president costume.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Tea cake. Tea
Man,
cake
they are your favorite
Tea cake
band, Tony.
picks.
You guys keep telling me that.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's not true. So they're not my favorite band. They all like to tease me. So you guys think they're my favorite band, huh?
Look, Tony, when we were at the Fillmore, we went into the bathroom. You went in before me. You came out. I walked in, and somebody had written on the wall, "Rammstein rules. I love them." And it was just too coincidental, bro. They're your favorite band. You have to embrace it.
That's not true. That's not true.
If we keep saying it,
I
it's gonna
told
be
you
bad.
I was carrying that marker in case we met somebody famous.
Yeah, but I know these things, bro. I know these things.
I didn't really write that on the wall.
He did. They're his favorite band.
No, it's not.
Blue House, baby.
So we're gonna roll on out of here. Thanks for watching. This has been fun. Paulie Walnuts, always good to see you, my bro.
You guys rock. You rock.
Yeah, dude.
That was a great time.
And Keith Campbell, always good to see you, my bruh.
Great to see you guys. Thank you again for having me on.
Yeah, dude.
Always fun with you guys.
Always. Yeah.
It's also good seeing Lewis, and it was real good seeing Brian S.
Yeah, it was. Thanks to Lewis and Brian S. And those were some good stories from Brian S. Goodness.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
It's going to be some good stories with this guy down here on the road trip.
Oh, man, I can't wait, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
You guys
This
are going to
is
have
cool.
fun.
This is cool.
We'll check in with both of you at EVH Con. So,
Probably
we'll
on the way
find
too.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way to, yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
we'll send you some vid.
Sounds good. All right. So let the journey begin. Next week, we're cranking up and heading to EVH Con. Yeah. So.
Hey, this coming Saturday, Halloween costumes, you guys. It's going to be
Halloween.
Yep.
So we've dressed up every year here on Show Me Your Pick. I've dressed up as Izzy Stradlin the first year and Michael Jackson last year. So, this year is a Van Halen year. I've already put it out there.
Yeah. Yep. Bring your A game, kids.
Yes, it's going to be fun. Yeah. And if you're dressing up Saturday night, we'll provide a link if you want to hop in and show us your costume.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
we'd love to see it, guys.
Would be awesome. So,
Paulie, you got your costume ready?
No.
What about you, Charles?
I
am set and prepared.
Dude, Halloween does not exist here on Martha's Vineyard. It's like, this house is like in the middle of the woods. You're not going to get kids knocking on doors and ringing on bells. Like, it just, in the stores is where you, yeah, I mean, people have them in front of the house, but you don't see trick-or-treaters like that. That doesn't exist over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be weird if somebody comes knocking on your door with a hockey mask on, though.
Yeah, they gotta get through a couple doors before they get to mine. So I think I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Adam Roach is in the chat.
Hey, Adam.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, Adam.
What's up, Adam?
Just about to sign off. All right. We're out of here. Charles Green and Neil Daly and the rest of the crew and Sandra and Brendan, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up. We're going to catch up with you guys next Wednesday right here, Halenville Live. We talk all things Van Halen every Wednesday. And we'll do another round of Van Halen Impossible, almost impossible, nearly impossible.
Nearly
trivia
impossible.
Next week.
Yeah.
They only get harder as the weeks go. Congratulations to Jerry Leica tonight, the winner. Aced it.
Well done, Jerry.
Paulie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, any last words there, Charles Green?
Hey, guys, just don't forget, this is Halenville. Around here, it doesn't matter if you head north, south, east, or west. Every single road is going to lead you straight to Van Halen. Guys, have a great week. Be well. Stay safe. It's Halloween, you guys. Favorite time of the year. Rock on. Right there. Yeah,
We
baby.
go.
Nice.